Good morning student. I Purnima welcome you to my class, and today children we are going to do the new poem The Last Bargain, written by Rabindranath Tagore. So children, it is written by a very famous poet Rabindranath Tagore. Now So he is written by a very famous poet, Rabindranath Tagore, and a student. He was a great Indian poet, and his Gitanjali became very famous. Now, in this poem, let me tell you the children background of the poem. A man was looking for a job. He was willing to serve anybody on payment. So he was looking for a job. He was willing to serve anybody on payment. If anybody would pay him, he would work for him. He was waiting to be hired. What do you mean by hired? That somebody will pay him, and what he will do? He will work for him. He walked along the stony road for an employer. Employer, the person under whom he would work. So he was walking on the road for any person who would work for an employer, and who would be employing him for his work. The king, carrying a sword in his hand, came in his open royal vehicle. So children, a king was there, was carrying a sword in his hand, and he had come in his open royal vehicle. He caught the man by the arm and said he was ready to hire him with his power. Now children, the king was definitely, the king are powerful. So he came to him, he held him by his arm, and he told him that he can, with the help of his power, he can do him work in his palace. He caught the man by the arm and said he was ready to hire him with his power. But the offer was rejected, as power had no attraction for the man. The king went away. Now children, the man told, I don't want to become powerful. You cannot, even if you will give me power, it will be of no use to me. And so the king went from there. Well children, that man was walking, and then at midday, the time was midday, it was very hot in the house, and children, all the house's doors were shut. The man was going along the irregular lane. So a lane was there, irregular lane was there, and the man was going. An old man, on hearing his offer, came to hire him with his gold coin. Now children, old man, when he was telling that I can do any work if you will offer me coins, a old man, on hearing his offer, came to hire him with his gold coin. He counted the coin one by one, but gold also could not persuade the man to sell his service. Then he told him, what use will be of gold, so I will not be hired by you. He told the old man, this gold is of no use of mine, so what is the use when it will be of no use to me. So he refused to the old man that he would offer him his services. Well, it was evening now. The hedges round the garden were laden with flower. Children, there were so many gardens were there, and the hedges round the garden were, children, laden with flowers. A lovely maid came out and offered to hire him with her smile. Now children, a lovely maid came from the house, and she offered him, she hired him with her smile. but she too went away disappointed. And then she too again went disappointed. Her smile turned into tears and she was lost in the dark. And she started crying when he refused to give her services. She started crying and she went away. She was lost in the dark. In the setting sunlight, the sand around sea coast shone golden. The sea waves beat their heads on the shore and broke up. A child sitting there was playing with seashells. He said to the man that he was ready to hire him, but without any payment. The man finalized the deal. He joined the child in game, and since then he felt like a free man. And children, in the setting sun, the sand around sea coast shone golden. The sea waves beat their heads on the shore and broke up. A child sitting there was playing with seashells. He said to the man that he was ready to hire him, but without any payment. The man finalized the deal. He joined the child in game, and since then he felt like a free man. So children, this is all about the background of the poem I have told you. Now I would be telling you, I will be reading you the poem and I would be explaining you the poem. So let's read the poem now. Come and hire me, I cried while in the morning. I was walking on the stone paved road, sword in hand, and king came in his chariot. He held my hand and said, I will hire you with my power. But his power counted for naught, and he went away in his chariot. Then children, stranger 2. In the heat of the midday, the houses stood with shut doors. I wandered along the crooked lane. An old man came out with his bag of gold. He pondered and said, I will hire you with my money. He weighed his coin one by one, but I turned away. Then children, we will come to the third stanza. It was evening. The garden hedge was all aflower. The fair maid come out and said, I will hire you with a smile. Her smile paled and melted into tears, and she went back alone into the dark. Now the last stanza. The sun glistened on the sand, and the sea waves broke wavewardly. A child sat playing with shells. He raised his hand and seemed to know me and said, I hire you with nothing. From henceforward, that bargain struck in child play made me a free man. So children, now I have read the poem. I will be writing the meaning of the difficult words. Okay? And you can children note it down, and I am going to do the explanation of the poem. Okay, I will be doing the explanation of the poem. So, first stanza, come and hire me, I cried while in the morning I was walking on the street. Now children, here hire mean take one service on payment. What is the meaning of hire? take one service on payment. Okay. Chariot, royal cart. Come and hire me, I cried, while in the morning I was walking on the stone paved road. Now, children, here so these lines occur in the poem The Last Bargain, and children, the speaker was asking for a job here. So what does the speaker want? He want a job here, and he is telling, come and hire me. Anybody can hire me and I will offer my service. I will do work for him. And it was in the morning time, children. While in the morning, it was in the morning time he was telling this thing. I was walking on the stone paved road. So children, he was walking where? In the stone paved road. That means on the side of it was a road which was built of stone. Sword in hand, the king came in his chariot. So in a royal cart, children, a king came and he was having a sword in his hand. He held my hand and said, I will hire you with my power. So he told, I will hire you with my power. But his power counted for naught. But to the old man, that power was nothing. He counted for naught. That means he knew that power is of no use of him. So, and he went away in his sin. So he refused. He told the king that he cannot offer his services, and the king went. So these lines, so children, the king was ready to hire the speaker with his power. The speaker, that means the narrator, the old man, he turned down the king's offer because, children, he was not interested in power. Power was of no use of him. Children, what does the expression his power counted for naught mean? The king's power could not attract the speaker. The king's power could not attract the speaker. Okay. So he turned down his services. Okay. So now we will do the next paragraph. Okay, we will do the next paragraph. So student, I was telling you about the second stanza we have done. So what does the expression his power counted for naught means, children? The king's power could not attract the speaker. Now we will be doing the third paragraph. Okay. In the heat of the midday, the house stood with shut doors. I wandered along the crooked lane. An old man came out with a bag of gold. He pondered and said, I will hire you with my money. He weighed his coin one by one, but I turned away. So let's start with the word meaning. Midday is noon. What is the meaning of midday? It is noon. Okay. And then, children, wandered. Went round or moved here and there. So, wandered. Okay. Now, crooked, not straight. Crooked means not straight. Lane is strict. Lane is strict. Pondered means thought. And children, then we are having few others for reading. So let me revise. Midday means noon. Wandered means went round or moved here and there. Crooked means not straight. Lane means strict. Ponder means thought. So, and now hire you with money. What is the meaning of this word hire you with money? That means, children, buy your services with money. Turn away, rejected the offer. Okay, hire you with money means buy your services with money. Turn away, that means, children, rejected your offer. Okay, so these are the important word meaning of the lesson, and now stanza 3, and now I am going to explain you the meaning. So in the heat of the midday, the house stood with shut doors. I wandered along the crooked lane. An old man came out with his bag of gold. He pondered and said, I will hire you with my money. He weighed his coin one by one, but I turned away. So children, it was very hot day, and in this heat of the midday, all the children houses which was there, their doors were shut. Their doors were shut. Shut means closed. I wandered along the crooked lane. And here this person who wanted that somebody should hire him, he was simply moving here and there in a lane which was not straight. Lane means street. An old man came out with his bag of gold. He pondered and said. Now children, suddenly an old man came out from his house with a bag of gold. And he gave that bag of, he wanted to hire him and he wanted to give him that bag of gold. He pondered. But the narrator, he pondered, he started thinking, and he said, I will hire you with my money. Now that old man said that you will get the gold if you will offering me your service. He weighed the coin one by one, and children, rejected the offer. Now this man, he started weighing the gold coin, and finally he rejected the offer. So children, why was the speaker wandering about in the lane? Children, he was wandering in the lane to look for a job. What did he want? He wanted to sell his service to somebody who will pay him. What offer did the old man make to him to hire him and pay him in gold? He told him, money I cannot give, but I am having a gold coin. You can offer me your service and instead you can take the gold coin. But the man refused. Children, why did the speaker reject the offer? Because He did not find freedom in that work. For him, freedom was very important. And children, what is the which word in the stranger means thought? So it is pondered. Okay. So this time also, children, he rejected the services. He rejected the services of the old man with a gold coin. Now I am going to do, children, third paragraph. Now we have done the third paragraph. Okay, this one, third one. It was evening, the garden hedge was all a flower. So first of all, I will write you the meaning of the difficult word. Okay. So here the difficult word is Hayurivitman. So children, hedge. Hedge means fence. Hedge means fence. All a flower. All a flower means laden away with flower. Then fair means charming. Fair means charming. And maid means girl. Then patted become weak. Okay, so these are some of the word meaning. So student, it was evening, the garden hedge was all a flower. So children, it was evening time, a garden was there which was full of beautiful, laden with full of beautiful flowers, and near the hedge, near the fence, the fair maid come out and said, and suddenly children, a maid from that house, she was very beautiful, she was very charming, she came out, okay, and she told to the old man, I will hire you with my smile. She told you, you can offer me your service, I can only give you a nice smile, beautiful smile to you, that's all. Her smile paled and melted into tears, and she went back alone into the dark. So that man again refused. He told, I cannot do this job. And children, that beautiful smile of that lady, it faded. Okay, and she was so sad. She went inside the house with tears, and she went back alone into the dark. So children, what does the expression the garden hedge was all a flower mean? Children, you can write it. The garden hedge was laden with beautiful flower. You can write the meaning. The garden hedge was laden with beautiful flower. Who came to the speaker? Who came to the speaker? So children, a girl, she came to the narrator. What did she offer to the speaker? She offered her sweet smile to the speaker. Then children, what did the man want in the real sense? Children, the man want in the real sense, children, his freedom. And what made the girl shed tear? When the speaker he rejected his offer, this made the girl tear her children fear. So now I am going to read the last one. Fourth, the sun glistened on the sand. Okay, so first of all I will write the word meaning. So the sun glistened on the sand and the sea waves broke wavewardly. Wavewardly without a play or a style. Shells. Henceforward. Bargain means deal. And struck means done. So these are the difficult word meaning of the paragraph. Stanza. Glisten means shown. Wavewardly means without a play or a style. Shell, hard covering of a small sea animal. Bargain means children. Deal. The poem name is The Last Bargain. So this will be the last bargain. Let's see what happened with the old man. Struck is done. So I will read the paragraph and explain you the meaning. The sun glistened on the sand and the sea waves broke wavewardly. Children, it was a hot afternoon. Sun was shining on the sand and the sea waves broke wavewardly. Children, sea waves was coming on the shore in a style. Okay. A child sat playing with shell, and he saw a innocent child who was sitting on the sand and he was playing with shell. He raised his head and seemed to know me and said, he raised his head as if he knew him and children and said, I hire you with nothing. He told, if you want you can do my work, but I will pay you nothing. From henceforward. Henceforward means after that. From that moment, children, that bargain struck in child play made me a free man. That deal was done. Finally, the narrator, he finalized the deal and he started becoming, he made him a free man. That means both can play, both can do anything, whatever they want. Okay, and he agreed. So children, here which part of the day has been described here? It was evening, it was evening and the sun was going to set. Then what was the child doing? He was playing with the shells on the sand. The child was ready to hire the man, but he had nothing to offer him. He told, I can do any work, but I don't have anything to offer to you. Why did the man accept the child offer? This is a very important point, children. The man accepted the child offer because it promised him joy as well as his freedom. And freedom is more important than anything else in the world. Which word in the above stanza means shone? Shone means glistened. Shone means glistened. Okay. So children, now with the textual question, I will be doing the textual question with you. So, who is the speaker in the poem? A man looking for his employee is the speaker. Question 2. The king's sword in hand suggests children power. The old man offered the speaker a lot of money. Why did he turn down the offer? The man did not need money. He valued his freedom more than becoming a slave for gold. Find the poem line that match the following. Read both one after another. I have nothing to give you except goodwill and cheer. Answer. I hire you with nothing. Now, second, her happiness was no more than sorrow in disguise. Her smile paled and melted into tears. The king might was not worth much, but his power counted for naught. Okay. How did the speaker, now question number 5. How did the speaker feel after taking to the child on the beach? The speaker felt after meeting the child that he would get satisfaction, joy and freedom. The speaker felt after meeting the child that he would get satisfaction, joy and freedom. So with this children, I conclude my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. Bye bye.